Hey, what is going on? It is Dispatching Live. It is Thursday. It is noon Central Time. Thanks so much for taking the time to join us today. We are going to look at the load boards. We're going to talk about loads. If you're a carrier, if you're a family member, if you're a dispatcher, if you're a broker, if you're in the corner office and you're looking out over the yard, you were loving life, but maybe things have changed. This show is for you. We want you to please say hello in the live chat. Go ahead and jump into that live chat. What's going on? Sue at Murphy Auto Transport, she is here. David, Two Bears Transportation, has a question. Cool. We're going to get to that, David. Thank you so much. Please do leave a like. And you know, right below the video, you can click share, click copy, grab that YouTube link. Maybe you were a dispatcher, you thought it was illegal, but now you're back. Then this would be a great place for you to come and share your information. And if you are the best dispatcher in the universe, great. Please join us, because we're going to look at the load boards and find out what Q4 has in store in 2021. You know, there's an everything shortage and all that stuff. So does it affect the load boards? Does that affect auto transport? We're going to take a look at that. So let's do this. Let's bring in Sue. Sue,
Hey,
can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, cool. I can hear you. I can see your screen. And
Yes.
so, all right, let's start from the top. How are the loads and what's going on?
Okay, so let's start. It's at 35,271. I did check it last week. We were at 39. So we're dropping quite a bit between the last couple weeks. So we might actually, well, I mean, don't get me wrong, we're going into slow season anyways, so that's not going to change, unfortunately. But, and just because there's 35,000 loads on the board does not mean that it is easy, because it is not easy. We are pulling our hair out. So I think these 35,000 loads that are on here are a bunch of, we'll say small stuff, crappy loads, you know, that kind of thing. Because it's been a real struggle. And I'm sure if there's other dispatchers on here, they're going to say the same thing. Fact 2 is on here. Is there anybody on here? I'm trying to get to the page.
Yeah, no, we've got folks in here, and I'm putting in the live chat. Just do me a favor, because I'm looking at my audio. I'm looking at Sue's audio. Just want to make sure the audio's okay. Got a bit of a late start and didn't have time to troubleshoot that. So let me know if it's too loud, if it's too soft, or if it's just right. Thank you so much, Vance. Hello, Vance. Hello, Craig. Hello, Martina. You know, Sue.
Hey, Two Bears.
Two Bears in here. What's going on? So we had a lot of. This is interesting. Now, we didn't have a show last week because. Now I can hear my stream. Can you hear me in the background? You got my show?
Yeah, I shut it off.
Okay, cool. So we
had
didn't
the volume down and then it put it on.
I hear you. So we didn't have a show last week because Ty was live in Detroit at a trade show, and I know that's a snooze fest for many people, so I'm not going to stay on that. I'm just letting you know why we weren't here last week. Now we're back this week. So in the past 2 weeks, we had several emails about dispatching advice. Need help dispatching, want to get into dispatching, I've had a couple long-time car hauler getting into dispatching.
Really?
Yeah, so I told people to tune in, and also we know, and this is my first slide up, you know, I don't really understand it. I don't understand the dispatching is a legal narrative. I don't get it.
Yeah.
And now somebody who was pushing that narrative really hard, guess what they're doing?
Yeah, that's the one I sent to you. Yes.
They're dispatch.
He's teaching how to dispatch. Yes.
I mean, come on, man. Really? Like, how and how do people not know that some of these false walls? I mean, come on, man. I told you dispatching wasn't illegal, and now you're dispatching. You want to? I can't. I can't. How? Why is trucking and transport so full of just all this fake crap? It's crazy. I don't understand it. We've been consistent from day one. Okay, wait. David says, if it's too loud, you are too old. Thanks, David. We've been consistent from day one. We said dispatching's not illegal. Guess what? It's not illegal. We also said you can't get rich overnight. Guess what? You can't get rich overnight. So, I don't know. All right, I'm going to move on. I'm going to get off that soapbox. Chris Chamberlain is here. Hey, everyone. Let's hear the good news and the bad news. Bad news, and yes, this is the slow season. Yeah, it's Q4. What's up, Danny
Yes.
B? So,
Hey, Danny.
having said that, we have some things to do, but before we do, oh yeah, that's right. David had a question. For you, Sue, is the highest
Yes.
grossing truck you dispatched the 5-car Sun Country?
No, it's not.
Ooh, no.
The highest one I have is the 4-car, and he has the Infinity 4-car, where 2 go up in the air, and then 2 are underneath it. And he's the one that usually makes the most money, but he can pretty much carry anything. Like I can put 3 1500s on there in another vehicle. I can take a combination of like a 2500 and 2 1500s in another vehicle. If I take 3 2500s, I can only take that, or I can take 3 3500s, I can only take that. But as we all know, that kind of stuff usually pays well too. And the reason why he makes probably as much as he does, though, is we do not stop 4 places. I usually try to get 2 or 3 packs and then 1 individual unit. And how that works that way is because he's not dropping and picking in 4 picks, 4 drops, he's able to turn and burn it really fast. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not taking anything under 50 cents a mile. Usually his loads pay fairly well because we take the bigger things. But yeah, he's the one that's made over 10 grand a week, several weeks in a row. Even right now he's broke down, but like a week ago, I think he was at 9 grand. The week before that, he was at 9 grand. Now the 5-car Sun Country is a good trailer. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely not like a 5-car Mini Kaufman, which we all know is a horrible trailer and is an impossible thing to keep completely loaded, because if you take 1 truck, you're usually, taking only 4 vehicles just because it can't handle it. And they break down all the time. Now, the Sun Country I love. Everybody loves the Sun Country. I'm pretty sure them and a Wally Mo is a good trailer. I would think with a 5-car Sun Country, if you kind of did what I was doing with, even if you only used it as a 4, like I'm doing, like mine, you should still be making that kind of money. Now, like I always tell everybody, it all depends on where you transport too. I mean, if you're set for the East Coast and you want to only do certain areas, that's going to put you with different amounts of money as well. And same thing with the West Coast. If you're running only California, you're not going to make the same amount of money. We run the Midwest, and the Midwest to me means you're not going to go any further than Denver, and you're not going to go really, usually we don't go any further than Dallas, and we run a line. So Dallas, Austin, and San Antonio. I do not do Houston. Sorry, Danny. Danny lives in Houston, so he knows what it's like. We get them out, and we keep them out for 2 to 3 weeks at a time. And then as far as the furthest I'll go usually is either Charlotte or Raleigh, over in that direction. And this guy doesn't want to do Atlanta at all. Most people do not like to do Atlanta. Traffic is horrendous, and we don't do Florida usually. So, and as high as up we go is Detroit and Des Moines. I usually don't do Chicago because of the tolls. So that kind of give you the area. It's a big circle that I consider the Midwest. And as we all know, if you go to Michigan, Ohio, or Kentucky, those are your money states. I call them the green states. You can't go back and forth usually to them. Usually wanted, like if you get a driver to go in there, you're not going to take a loss, but you may take it less than what you normally would do. But you're going to get out of there with usually $3 a mile minimum with a 3-car. However, I will say I've got a driver in Cleveland right now, and I'm having a hell of a time getting him out of there.
Ooh,
So,
really? Cleveland,
yeah.
huh?
Well, part of my problem is he needs CODs or something to that effect. So we're
Oh,
having some
no.
struggle with that. So yeah, so it's making it a little difficult to get out. Normally, no. I mean,
How
I'd be
about-
bing, bang, boom, you're out of there.
How about this? You know what I want to
So.
see? What I want to see. Here's what I want to see.
Okay.
What loads, if it wasn't for the COD constraints, what money could you have made? What loads could you have booked?
Let's look.
Right? Because, in fact, this would be a good segment. What could you have made if you hadn't given me those constraints, right?
Let's just put up
Your
yeah,
CL,
let's
your
just
CDL, your COD. You got to get
what I'm
home
gonna do is I'm
again.
gonna pull out of there, and I'm just gonna put minimum of, let's just do $1 a mile and see what's
By
on
the
here.
way, I just want to say a disclaimer. Not that any of those are, your situation is what it is. We understand.
Right.
But
Yeah.
you need to know the money you left on the table because of those constraints.
Right. And just so you know, I mean, I've got him signed up with a factoring company. But when you first start with a factoring company, they require you to factor several $1,000s, usually a couple $1,000s before they factor your first stuff. And that doesn't mean one load has to be $2,000. It means a multitude of loads equal up to $2,000. Then they factor them all at once. And then you're in their system and you're rolling. But we just started that, so we don't have that. So I can't, use that as a backup plan. So
And
let's
hey,
see what we got on here.
Brandon's got a great question. I already know the answer, but I want to hear you say
Sure.
it. Do you avoid intrastate operators versus interstate?
Yes, I do not do inside the state at all. It's just too much work.
So let's clarify. Let me jump in. So it's not, again, your constraint is your constraint. But as a
Right.
dispatcher, as a third-party service provider,
Yes.
booking Dallas to Houston, Houston to San Antonio to Austin, and back. I mean, it's so much work for so little money. It doesn't really make sense for a third-party service provider. So if you're in state, even one as big as Texas, see if a family member can be helping you out. Because if you hire out, over time, somebody's going to get wore out. That's just what happens. Great question. Thank you, Brandon.
Yeah. Let's see. And I've had, an extraordinarily amount of people calling in asking for dispatch services, but nobody has a CDL.
And the CDL,
I'm just not into it anymore.
The CDL hotshot stuff,
yeah.
It is, it's always a really big topic. And this is why I try to clarify. Stop thinking hotshot. Don't hurt yourself with the word hotshot. Just think wedge trailer auto transport.
Yes.
Can we?
I agree.
We need to we got we have a word problem happening. This whole hotshot. Stop with the hotshot. Wedge auto transport. Wedge trailer auto transport. You'll be better off. Do yourself a favor. Stop saying hotshot.
Look at these two. I'm sorry. Hold on just a second.
Ooh.
You can make something work with those?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, okay. Bam. Look at this. Dispatching live. So she just check marked 2 loads, and those are the 2 she's going to call. So,
I have somebody call right now.
Yeah,
so what we're going to do now that I see this, okay, so what we're going to do now, we're just going to focus in on that because I like that. So this is how I do it. So we're going to put that up, and we're going to go to Roanoke first.
So, yeah, let me see what I can do. Ready? All right. All right.
I'm just going to take all this stuff off. What's that?
I'm not really sure. He just got the open office. It's 3 hours just to get to you.
All right.
Yeah, keep going.
Well, there's another one right there, too. Okay, so Janice, I would just call and get those 2. Put them in your pocket. Okay. Let's see what else we got to put with this.
And I did, Vance, I got your email. So, awesome. We're going to definitely... We're going to share that. We've got Sue. What we have here, what just happened is Vance in the live chat was just saying that he's getting spammed by dispatchers. I think that's probably the right way. Would that be a proper characterization of what's happening? I think so. I order in favor of the carrier. The dispatchers are spamming the carriers, apparently, and we have a copy of an email. And if you have something you want to send in, send it in. Send in the news, autotransportintel@gmail.com, and be a part of the show through the live chat.
So it's actually.
So what are you doing now? Are you finding the third? What do you need to do?
No, it's not going to work. Okay, so that's not going to work. This is the same car.
Double listed?
It's really in Toronto. No, it's the same broker.
Oh, no way. Actual pickup,
Yes.
actual delivery?
Well, yeah, but he didn't do that. He listed one out of Cleveland, one out of Toronto.
Oh,
And it's
we
really
got
in
one.
Toronto.
Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, they'll be spraying
Yeah.
champagne over the cubicles tonight.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I wouldn't have thought that, except that the reference IDs are different. So I thought they were two separate loads. So, of course. So now we're back to square one again. All right. Well, let's go back to the regular page we were looking at. Let's see. So yeah, I get emails because for dispatch services all the time too, because they send them to my drivers and I get their emails, and they're just I don't know if anybody else thinks the same thing, but they're coming out of the woodwork lately.
Well,
Just bing bang boom.
and I think somebody wants to blame me, like, since I said dispatchers aren't illegal. I didn't say dispatchers aren't illegal and should be spammers.
No.
So I shared the screen here. This is actually John. He sent in his trailer load. Look at this load.
Nice.
Right?
That's nice.
I know.
Yeah.
By the way, do you see any? This isn't how we doing, but do you see any potential issues, or are you happy with this?
It looks pretty good to me.
Is that front overhang good? Is he good there?
He's okay as long as you mean right here where it's up against his
Yeah.
truck.
It's his cab. Yeah.
It looks a little. It might be a little.
It's a little.
If you
you're
make
right.
a sharp turn, it could be a problem.
And I think it's right, and I think it's because that first van is a little bit extended, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
This one is extended. This other one is normal. This is the minivan version.
Right. So just keep an eye out, but looking pretty good, John. We understand. Also, here's another one from John. He sent in. He picked up an ambulance, and I see. I mean, he's got it over the axles. I think he's good. I think he's good. This looks good, John. Well done. Thanks for
Yeah, that
watching
looks good.
ATI. I know. Hey, here's one. I'm a dispatch company looking at getting into car hauling auto carriers. So I'm a dispatch company, I guess a freight dispatch, right? Looking at getting into auto. I've gone to Central Dispatch, and I'm curious, am I able to register for Central Dispatch without an MC because I'm a dispatcher?
No.
The answer is no,
No.
isn't it? Yeah.
No.
And what's your take on that? Oh, then my audio just dropped. What's your take
Well,
on that?
I'm not
Check
sure
chat.
why maybe they don't understand that you don't have to have a Central Dispatch account
Right,
because you
your
use
driver
the
does.
drivers.
Exactly.
And maybe my thing would be is they're probably wanting to advertise to get transporters. That may be why they're asking that. But that's impossible without having your own account unless you borrow from somebody, shall we say. And just so everybody knows, Central Dispatch charges to advertise too. So it's not free.
Right.
You know, yeah.
Right, I remember that.
I don't have
We
any
used to-
suggestions.
Yeah, we used
really.
to advertise there.
Yeah.
Well, and so here it is. The answer is, if you're a dispatcher, whether you come from freight, whether you're brand new, whatever, you are booking loads for carriers, so you don't need an MC. You need
Right.
their account to book loads. Because
Right.
frankly, this is where the illegal dispatcher party comes in.
Yes.
Because they're thinking, oh,
I
yeah,
agree.
this is a dispatcher hiding as a broker, or as we see all the time, as a carrier. But essentially, as a dispatcher, you're working on behalf of a carrier who has an MC, who has an account. Therefore, you don't need an MC or an account. So, you're actually... It just... I know what this is. The frustrating part is, why can't I see Central Dispatch? Because I want to learn how to use it better. I don't know. There's no sandbox. There's no... I don't know. That's why you watch Dispatching Live. Thanks for tuning in, because on this show, you can look at the load boards. Okay, here's one. Who sent this? wow, these individuals, when asked if they'd be willing to come up on the rate, she told me to go F myself and then hung up. Really, this is what we're down to with brokers. Anyone need a single unit? So I blurted out.
So
I don't know why
yeah.
I did, but there is a I don't know, a carrier
So-
illegally posting loads that's telling people to
Yes.
F off. Is that what it is?
Yes. Yes. And this is the same company that we've talked about a couple weeks ago. I think someone on the chat said that this particular company told them to F off as well. And this particular company has told us to F off before when asking for more money.
So they're
And
just
we've
going.
had a big, long conversation about it.
They're going like WWF, raw cat,
Off.
F off. Is that what it is? Raw cat,
Yes.
F off? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well,
And we talked about who it was a couple weeks ago. So if
Oh, we
people go remember, they'll know who it is. Yes.
oh.
Yes.
And if
They
If
said
you
their
don't know
name.
who it
even.
is or you want to
Yeah.
guess, put it in the live chat. We'd
Go
love
watch the
to.
show.
Also, I want to say this too. Listen,
Yes.
and I want to address this. I realize some people are like, that you guys are having a little bit too much fun. Well, because this stuff's crazy. Like, why are you calling for loads and someone's telling you to F off?
Yes.
What is going on? Is this a
I agree.
business or not?
And you're not even a broker.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're not even a broker.
You're illegally posting loads and telling people to F off.
Both of them.
Is it really that? Wow. That's where we're at? That's where we're at. Here's the text that
Can't take
Vance
the pleasure
got.
iPhone. I've already had that
Let's
one.
read this.
It's
Here
a
we go.
replay, though.
Car hauling dispatch service. We will help you get loads and keep you running. We will help you manage many of the back office aspects of running a trucking company. Also help to improve your company ratings. All right. Well, I mean, that's all good. We offer competitive rates, no upfront deposit or hidden fees. Wait, what is no deposit or hidden fees? Well, I would hope not. No additional charges for canceled orders, only for those you delivered with our help. Okay. Vehicle canceled because of a broker, customer, or you did not like it? No charge. Wait a minute. Vehicle canceled because of a broker, customer, or you did not like it? We charge 7% from gross. Okay, and that sounds a little low. We provide end-to-end services, manage everything from finding the loads to ensuring shippers pay their invoices on time for you. We also ensure paperwork required for the release of the car is given, billing and all related sorted for you. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call or ask. Here's the thing is, I actually think that this is a pretty good... Let me tell you what first stands out. For me, I think every word is spelled correctly. And I'm not just having fun, I'm actually surprised. The reason is I've read several of these ads and the grammar's horrendous. And if your grammar is horrendous, then you're probably one of the people telling other people to F off when they call about the load. So first of all, I want to say congratulations on the grammar. All right. I also think that for all of this, 7% is a good deal. So I guess the problem is if you're getting this message like weekly, that's a problem.
Yeah.
But I think that overall this is a well-crafted advertisement. Sue?
Yeah, I agree. My question is, I mean, did it say on there what the name of their company was up there?
No,
or
I didn't
anything,
have
or is
to
it
blur
just
it.
blank?
No,
Okay.
luckily that's, I'm glad it's not on there. But here's what I want to know. Here's the reply. Actually, I already passed it to you, but I'm taking it back. Let me just want to say this. Vance, here's what I want to say. He sent Vance already sent me some more
We
emails.
sent you some
Perfect.
more.
Great.
Yeah.
The reply is, where are you? How many carriers do you book for? How long have you been doing it? Do you have a website? Because without that, I mean, this is nice and all, but I can't verify a single word of it.
Yes. And do you have references? Would be another thing I would ask. Also, like I keep getting these too, and they'll have a website. So I've gone to the website on a couple of these, and this is what bothers me. They're guaranteeing a certain amount of money for each size of trailer per week. And you can't do that. So if you're going to guarantee it, I think that's a problem too. Just because there's no guarantees in this way we do this. What if, the loads, like we're in slow season, you can't guarantee those rates. And the rates they were giving were like outrageous. And by the way, they said they only use central dispatch and whatever load boards that you're able to use for. And you and I both know, if you've got a 3-car and they're saying they're making I think it said 8,000 to 10,000 a week for a 3-car. I'm like, yeah, whatever. That's only rates when we were in the middle of COVID. I was getting those kind of rates too. We're not in that rate period right now, not even close.
Yes,
I
sir.
mean, a 3-car, what I always tell a 3-car when they call me and they want to know what they're going to make. There's a few factors I always ask them, or I tell them. Factors are, who are you signed up with? Are you brand new? Because that's a huge thing right there. Then the other thing is this.
Hold on. It is.
You do not know how fast this driver is going to drive and how well he knows how to unload and reload. I've had drivers take 2 to 3 hours to unload and reload just at one place. So when they're new, they don't know all the tricks and stuff to this. So when I give them a figure, I give them a widespread, because it all depends on them, who they're signed up with, and that kind of thing, and how fast they run. So usually I give a spread of anywhere between $4,000 to $5,000 a week on the 3-car. And like I said, it depends on those factors. Most of my 3 cars usually gross $4,500 to $5,500 a week during, normal season. I have had the $8,000 weeks, but that is like an exceptional thing that happened with COVID. It's not a normal thing. If you're getting loads like that, then all the power to you. I wish it was like that, but me and Jay know that's not really the way that works in the real world.
Yeah, unfortunately. And I want to say this too. I've got a couple more. We're going to do a couple more because Vance just sent me some more. Good job, Vance. Thank you so much. I do want to ask another question as we move into looking some more of this. I've been watching, I've been looking at other videos, and here's a question. What brings you here today? Are you here to talk about dispatching? Are you here because you're new to the business and you're just trying to get as much information as you can? Are you here waiting for drama to drop? What brings you here today? Because I'm actually starting to wonder. I got one coming. I'll explain it here in a second. We'll come back to that. But let's go to another couple of. Here we go. So here's one that Vance got. Hello, are you a car hauler? Do you need a dispatcher? If you're interested, please text me. The reply: Stop texting me. And
how would they even get your number?
Right, and so I do. Well, I'll tell you what. Here's a theory. Because Craig's like, okay. Drama. Thank you, Craig. I love it. That's awesome. See, I learned a long time ago. This is actually part of my daily frustration. Is I feel like I learned a long time ago a lot of the things that people are still just learning now. Number one, working from home and not working for a crappy boss in an office building every day. Stop. Don't do that. That sucks. Well, the rest of the world is now figuring that out, and I wonder if there's a correlation there. Now, more people working at home, and all this stuff. Are there more dispatchers than ever before? I'm gonna go with yes. Craig wants chicken nuggets. Me too, Craig. Can you still get chicken nuggets? Can we get an answer on that?
No chicken nuggets.
No chicken nuggets for you. Okay, so
they are gone.
Yeah, and whose fault? Sue, whose fault is that?
Us.
I mean, honestly,
I'm
every theory's welcome, but why are there no more chicken nuggets available? They've been there for years.
Yeah,
where did they go?
Years
and why are they gone? Years.
Yeah.
Those chicken nuggets have been there for years. And how long have they been gone? Is it just a couple months?
They just happened like 3 weeks ago.
So we're saying
like
Q3 2021, ATI took down the chicken nuggets. Wow. That's crazy, man. Hey, my name is blank. I'm with blank. I don't want to disturb you. Just give me a call back if you're interested in dispatch services for car haulers. My number is blank. No reply. Good morning. My name is blank. Do you need dispatch services for car haulers? Stop texting me.
Wow.
Hey, do you
And then
need a
they kept
dispatcher
going,
for
look.
car haulers? Stop texting me.
Wow.
Dan,
Wow.
what is your question?
Wow.
That is pretty
That's
wow.
crazy.
That is that is. And so how many think of how many carriers are getting this text.
Yeah.
And I'll tell
At a
you
certain, at a certain point, I'd say, "What's the name of your company?" And saying, "Stop texting me," just so you could go and research them. It may be just an individual too,
well
but they have to have access to Central Dispatch to get people's phone numbers right.
the thing is the guy's name, the company name, and the phone numbers on the text, but I
Oh,
erased
really?
it out. Yeah, I have
Oh,
it.
okay.
So that's one of the things. Here's what
Mhm.
you can do. Here's how we can begin to fix this problem. Just like Raw Cat, F yourself. If we start to compile a list of these companies, and this is where we get into colored loads, I guess colored loads for everybody. Yeah, we'll keep track. We'll try to help out. And, this is a car shipping business channel, so we're not going to call anybody out. Although, if you watch long enough, you probably can figure it out. David says, dang it. And I've been unloading and no time to eat. Jay always making me hungry on Thursdays. Oh, because of the chicken nuggets. David likes the chicken nuggets. What's your favorite sauce? Okay. It was the dispatcher. Okay. So this is what brokers actually say, I guess. Shout out to Serge the car hauler. Serge sent me this. This is a screenshot with a highlight. And I didn't fuzz it out because really, wow. Okay. Reference ID: minimum 1 mile insurance, no dumb fucks, no bumper pulls, driver must speak English fluently. Right there.
Oh my God.
Right on Central.
You're kidding me.
Isn't that amazing?
Oh my God.
Holy cow.
Crap.
I know.
Oh,
Wow. That's crazy.
no dumb fucks, huh? That's crazy.
Oh my God.
Isn't it?
Jen had to come over to see that one. I am so shocked right now at this point in time.
They put that on there.
So can I ask you a question?
And I'll tell you what.
Is it a big broker that has it listed?
So check this out.
Or do you know who the broker is?
Well, the broker's listed. I'm not saying.
Oh, right there.
Right there. 100%. Hey, 100% rating. You usually can keep 100% rating when you don't work with dumb fucks. Oh God. Okay,
Ain't you the truth there, man?
That's
Oh my
twice.
God.
That's twice I cussed on my own show, and I normally do not cuss, but I'm just reading what was posted on Central Dispatch.
And they're out of Wyoming.
818 area code. I think that's California.
It's coming up. They're out of Wyoming, and I got to tell you, do you want to know what the owner's name is and the contact name is? You want to guess?
Just tell me the first name, nothing else. First.
Well, one of the first names is Armand.
Armand.
Right.
Okay.
But the last name is totally a foreign name.
Okay. All right.
Totally.
All right. We're gonna stop there. Well, that's the thing is that.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Okay.
I'm totally done.
I can't. I just.
I
can't.
am too.
I can't.
It
was the dispatcher. Okay.
Wow.
It is amazing.
What is that anyways, by the way? What kind of vehicle was that?
Yeah, I know. Pagani
Or
horse.
is it a boat?
Right?
I've never heard of anything like that.
Probably. I know, right? It's got to be a boat. That makes that. Well, I don't know. Can you
I'm gonna
Google
look it
that?
up.
Yeah, 2020. Yes. Everybody, pull up their Google. 2020 Pagani.
But it's a boat or something.
Huayra.
No, it's
a
super high-end sports car. Holy shit! Yeah.
Wow. Well, that would definitely explain the.
Oh, and the million insurance.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Oh,
Is that okay? Yeah, enclosed 1 million. So I have a question. How many enclosed trailers have $1 million in insurance? I don't come across them very often. Or do they get a special policy for just that one
Well,
vehicle? That might be what it is.
if you're enclosed, there's a good chance that you.
See, see, and that's just it. I list enclosed cars all the time. And I have this one guy that always has me move his Rolls Royce back and forth between Florida and New Jersey, right? And that vehicle is $500,000. I can very rarely find a transporter that even a enclosed transporter that carries that kind of insurance. I mean, it's like near to impossible.
Oh yeah. Here, let's pull up the
350, I think, is the max, and that's on a 7.9 car.
Let's get a picture of the Pagani. Let's do this one.
What's going on?
Man, this thing is bang. I mean, and that's the thing is, you know, I don't even know why you'd want. I know you want to look at it and walk around it and drive it, but I don't know why you'd want to transport that thing. I'd be like, dude. And he's offering. Think of what it's like to get your money out of this guy. Right? Hey, did you get my invoice? No. DF. Okay. All right, I'm having fun. All right, let's move on. Somebody says this is a new movement. Help remove all con artists, salespersons, brokers that are rip-off scammers. Here. It is. Which, speaking of, Sue sent this in. Now, that's going to make two brokers that I didn't fuzz out the name. Because here's the deal. If you're going to put it out on Central, and it's really, really brazen, I mean,
public knowledge,
red load,
right?
brazen, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. Where did all the money go? Into, like, the fact that I can't watch anything on YouTube without seeing your ad? Is that where the money went? Because it ain't going to the worker. It is not going to the carrier. That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy.
I didn't say the name. Here's another one. This isn't me. This is our favorite friend that went from dispatching is illegal to probably going to dispatching. I just wanted to read this. I've listened to you since day one. I'm going to tell you something. It embarrasses me now to hear you speak. You have no narrative. You sound like a kindergartner, and you try to make stuff up.
Oh, really?
That, not on my channel.
Recent?
That is on somebody else's channel. And I just want to say this. Good job. If you wasted all that time and you're embarrassed now, fine. Get out while you can and start getting some information up in here. Because this is auto transport. Grab a mask and jump right in. Right? Apparently, it still is. We're seeing it. You can still, it's not too late to jump in, do whatever you want, post a red load, tell people to F off. Okay, speaking of, Sue, you can, I just read this on LinkedIn, you can get quotes and order transportation directly from your mobile device. All right, let's take a look at this. What is this all about? Okay.
This is for ready for dealerships and individuals that want to move a car, basically, right?
So here's what this is the website. I clicked the link and it took me here.
Right.
All right. And this looks right. Everything looks great.
Yep.
I mean, and you can click over here. Okay, here's where I started to get confused. Wait, they're listed side by side right here. Full service and self-managed. So there's the difference. Full service is ready, will, do it all. Central, grab a mask and jump right in, right?
Right.
Do you want everything or do you want possible DFs? All right, your choice is yours. Okay.
Yeah.
So now, ready, here's the carriers, here's the delivered, here's the shippers, here's the trucks. Oh, here's the fees.
Yeah. Isn't that funny?
It is. So what's your first
That's
question?
not even accurate, right? We know that's not accurate. That shipping price?
Yeah, what I got to tell. Okay, good. Is this where your first question is? Because I don't know what I'm looking at.
Yeah, that's one. You and I both know that's not correct because we pulled it up.
Well, is
So I don't know
this
how old this is.
is this as a broker?
That's what I'm taking it as. It says shipping price. Because, I mean, you don't pay as a transporter for how many posts you list. I mean, they get to do that for free. Whereas brokers have to pay. So, and you and I both know that is not accurate unless they just changed it, because we looked at it, unlimited was over $3,000 a month, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, we can look at, I can pull it up on my
Okay,
screen.
good.
And
All right,
do
very
that.
good point. Because I don't know how the minutia of the low end, but you're right. Unlimited is not $179.95.
No.
Let's go to
No.
Central. Let's
fact,
do it. Let's go to Central because that
We're
does.
gonna,
You're
I'm
right.
going
that
into my
doesn't
account right
match.
now so I can show
Yeah.
you. I'll show you
Let's see.
what
Where do we
it
go
shows
to?
on mine.
Let's see. Where do we go? Yeah. Do you want to share it? Cause
Yeah.
this doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. And Vance says that's typical for that company.
Yeah.
Now Chris is still
All right.
amazed by the DFs.
So you just showed that 9 or something like 8 postings. Okay, so the lowest they have is 30 posts for $129.95. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Then you have, there's the real amount right there.
Okay.
Unlimited is $2,999.95.
So leave that there.
So how does,
And I'm going to share my
And you-
screen, and then we're going to go back to
Yeah.
your screen and ponder the difference. Let me here.
I mean, we're not
Okay.
even close.
So these are the prices listed on. Oh, here. I'm going to share the link too. You can play along at home. Hey, what's up, Paul Roberts? Okay, so we went to the link. The link is in the live chat, and I'm not, for the record. I know you got everybody's opening their briefcases at the conference room table. One guy's staring out the window with binoculars. We're going to nail this guy today. I realize. I get it. But I'm not making any conclusions. I'm just laying the evidence on the table. In the live chat, you'll see the link to the page I'm looking at. On that page, you'll see information, and you'll find this price list. Then, Sue, and go ahead and get your phones out and screenshot it. Now, Sue, go ahead and share yours, because we don't know. If you can explain it to us, please do so. Want to talk about it on a Tuesday night? Let me know. Because this actually,
That's not even close.
So what?
I mean, not even
Are we
close.
barking up the wrong tree? Did I, is my COVID vaccine going sideways? What is going on here?
I don't know, because I mean that's their current website you're showing, so that makes no sense when you go into the membership what it really is. And I know that the transporters pay anywhere between, like, I've got some transporters pay like $124.95, and some pay more than that, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. I don't get it. I have some transporters that are allowed to post listings, and I have some transporters that are not. Also don't get it. Because I'm pretty sure they didn't, when they signed up, say, hey, I'm going to be posting loads, so charge me more money. Didn't happen. Doesn't even have that option in there to sign up. So I don't understand it.
And this is not the topic of today's show. I saw
No.
this on LinkedIn earlier. We both kind of
Yeah.
looked at the page and double taked, and we don't know what we're looking
Yeah.
at.
Yeah.
I don't. Could we be mistaken? Is there two? Are they talking to two different audiences here? What is?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I can't figure it out.
I don't know either.
All right.
It does not make any sense at all. And then there's some other stuff on there, on that
Okay.
page too, that I
All right. Let's take a
was
look at it.
questioning too.
Yeah.
So go back up there.
Great. So I go to the top. What else? What else do you think?
Well, see, okay, so look at so Ready has 6,500 carriers and Central Dispatch has 7,000. Where are they getting those figures at? Isn't it, you know what I mean?
Well, I'll tell you what. Here's what's interesting. 7,000 shippers nationwide.
And
I
then
actually
55,000
don't-
trucks.
That's the one I don't understand. Yeah, 55,000
Yeah.
trucks. That is
So what's the
weird.
difference between a truck and a shipper? It's as far as I mean, is the shipper supposed to be the broker, and then the next are the transporters? If that's the case, okay. So
Okay,
all
I
right, if
love
that's what
it.
they're saying,
You're on it, Sue, because you're totally right. By the way, David, I pay $115.95 and I can post loads. How many can you post? Which tier are you? And you're right about the
no, there is
auto.
no tier.
It was an autocorrect
It's
problem.
unlimited. Yeah, it's unlimited, right?
I'm gonna say this: the
Because they don't
7,000,
put a limit.
the 7,000 shippers number. I totally don't understand what that means. Because
I'm
brokers are
assuming
about
shippers is the broker.
no, but there's about
that how you
1,000
take
brokers.
it
There
now?
are not 7,000 brokers. Not in auto transport.
Okay.
Which, by the way, the 55,000 trucks.
That's
I
the
mean,
transporters. Didn't we?
there
I swear
might
last week they
be-
said it was more. We looked at something else that said 60,000 or 65,000 or something that we saw. I sent you an email from Ready like a couple weeks ago, remember? And I swear, didn't they say it was like 65,000 or
Well,
that were
okay.
transporters?
Ready Logistics has 65. By the way, let us know. Are you ready for us to move on, or are you as interested as we are? Because to us, this is freaking fascinating.
Yeah.
Okay, Ready does have
And Two Bears
6,500
said,
carriers.
unlimited.
I think that's correct. 175,000 loads plus delivered. I think that's correct. I think the Ready numbers are right. But the Central Dispatch
A month?
7,000. Oh my God! It says a month.
Yes, it says monthly. I thought that seemed extremely high,
Holy crap!
especially since there are no vehicles to be transported. I don't know. That seems incredibly high to me.
A month? She got me.
Because I'm not seeing no
How can that-
175,000 loads on
Okay.
there.
Maybe there was a month in 2019, but that is not happening now. I don't think.
I don't think
I'm
so.
speculating.
No. Yeah.
This is getting weird.
It is weird.
I don't know what's happening. Check.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird stuff. All right. Any other questions before we move on? Because I know that we got to keep going.
All right, thank you.
I'll tell you what. I'll leave it there. We'll come back to it maybe.
I know,
Let's
I'm
keep
really gonna let
going.
him
So
take
that
it.
was weird. But anyways, we already covered this. Yes.
Call Billy and then call the auction.
By posting the same car from two different spots, you are spraying champagne over the cubicle, my friend. Good job. We just added another level to the skyscraper on the backs of the carriers. Woohoo!
Hold on.
This is a settlement. We'll come back to this. We're going to come back to this. This is driver pay, driver expenses, driver revenue. Oh, this is coming up in 10 minutes, so stick around in 10 minutes
They are letting you
for that. Now,
Oh,
Sue,
Larry. Yeah. Yes.
let's see here. We had, I think you had some news as well. And by the way, does anybody want to look
What?
for a load?
Yeah.
Right.
I gotta tell you guys this story that's happening right now as we speak. This is some of the craziest shit I've dealt with lately. So I have a driver at Manheim, Mount Juliet. He's picking up a Prius for a customer in Springfield, Missouri. It was an in-op. They put it on his trailer. He tries to leave. Now keep in mind, we have a gate pass. Everything says it's fine. They say all of a sudden that we can't take it out of the lot. They're saying it's not paid for. So we call the customer, we call them, and they finally get it all worked out. I guess the bank somehow or another took back the money that they sent to Mount Juliet. So they got it all figured out, taken care of.
Okay.
So we were told we can leave. He goes to the guard check to leave again, and they tell him, you can't leave with this car until 5 o'clock.
All right.
Why? Nobody knows. Okay. So we call again, and then they said, we're not dealing with this dealership any longer. You can't have this car. They can't have this car. They're never going to buy a car here ever again, and all this other stuff. Okay. So well, this is what I think happened. I think the owner called and chewed somebody's ass about all this stuff, and then they said, we're not going to let you buy any cars from us again. Now, after another hour, they just called him again and told him he can go. Okay, we've been dealing with this since 9:30 this morning. trying to get this freaking guy out of the auction, and he just finally rolled out.
Can you imagine, like...
Now,
And by the way, freeze.
okay.
If you expected that transporter to be on time around your hair appointment, you know why he's late? It ain't because he's a DF. It's because at the auto auction, they were the DFs of the day.
Yes,
Yes.
pretty much.
Pretty much. Is anybody
Yes.
going to understand this?
Yeah. No.
Nope.
Well, he's leaving there right now and coming straight to Springfield.
And now that you're late, I want a discount. And I want a discount because you
Yeah.
told me that story. And I want a discount because you're a DF. And I want a discount. Okay.
So, yeah,
Golly,
that's
that's
some.
crazy.
I mean,
He doesn't have a choice, yes.
That is so auto transport. Grab a mask and jump right in. By the
Yep.
way, at the guard shack, did the guard have a lucha libre mask on and a cape? Right?
yes. How did you know?
I knew it.
I should have had him take pictures, Jay.
Well, and that's what I mean. Can you believe it? It's 2021. Dealers are selling cars on phones, but drivers are dealing with WWF at the guard shack.
Yeah,
That
that's crazy.
is auto transport, and that's why these stories. Because I'd probably start to feel like I'm being too hard on auto transport. With my grab a mask and jump right in, you can do whatever you want. But you can literally do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want.
True. Every day is a new day.
People do. Every day they do whatever they want.
Yep.
It was the dispatcher. Exactly, Vance. Thank you.
Well,
Oh, God, that's great. Sue, you can share your screen again. Does anybody else have a piece of news? Let me check my email again to see if anybody sent me an email. Okay, I think we're good.
what?
Anybody, so you know you can send in the news, send it to autotransportintel@gmail.com. Are you being harassed by a dispatcher? Send it to me. Are you seeing red loads on Central? Send it to me. By the way, make sure you follow the podcast, because if you're bumping down the road because you just had another guard shack person go like WWF on you, you will love this show.
This is crazy.
Oh,
That's it.
Now, are you still
All right.
searching for that one guy?
Yeah, I am. I mean, we tried to get. Well, we've been working on a couple other loads. I just don't know if they've worked out yet. The problem is there's no CODs left, and I'm kind of screwed at the moment. So
Oh, no.
we're kind
See,
of.
that's where you go. That's
Yeah.
where you go. You go into, I don't know if it's COD hell or what it is, but when the driver says, we got to get COD on this load, and there's no CODs, what do? Can you book it? And then you have to so are you now calling the driver on any load that might make sense? Do you call the driver and say, listen, it's not COD, but it's like, it's literally gold bars for 30 days.
True. Like he said, it is what it is, but I was trying to at least get one COD out of the 3, so we had some money to, have fuel with, that kind of thing. And so far, all we've got are all billings.
Craig is getting his drama fill. That's what's so funny, is that this is really what's weird, is that some of the other videos and channels, like they have to create drama. So and so is ugly and such, and this whatever. The drama creates itself. Auto transport creates its own drama. You don't have to make up a story or lie about what you said last week just to get more views.
No.
You don't have to.
No,
Tell the truth.
there's always a story.
It's incredible.
That's what makes our lives so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
There's a tad bit of sarcasm in there.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Just a tad.
Let's see here. What else we got? Now we got. Hey, if you're just tuning in, here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna go to. We have Larry. Are you a car shipping guru? Answers coming up in 5 minutes, and
Okay.
then Muggo problems. I think I forgot that last time. Hey, Brandon says that he has insurers bothering him. I want to
Yeah.
see that. Really?
Is it like when you sign up for a health insurance quote and they call you 50 billion times? Something like that.
I want to see that. I mean, I get
Everybody gets those calls too,
I
right?
get a lot of mail, right? We all get a lot of stupid mail.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I mean, dumb.
Oh,
Yeah.
just out, and you heard the deal about they're slowing down the mail, right? Did you hear that?
Dude, we have a people shortage. Yeah. No mail, no TVs, no. It's weird the things you hear now. Like, hey, did you hear there's a like stuffed animal shortage? Like what? Paul Roberts. I was thinking about reactivating my authority, but then I was like, nah. Keep us posted, Paul Roberts. So wait, what did you say there was a shortage of this time? Ice cream? No. What did you say? We have a dispatching short. Oh, we don't have a dispatching shortage. Oh, we have a load shortage. No, which one?
So the reason why you realize they're slowing down the mail because they're trying to cut costs. So we've already been slowed down because of COVID, as far as I know. So now we're going to be what, 4 weeks out to get, checks instead of 3. I mean, I don't get it.
Dude, right now there's a broker like, dude, we're gonna blame the mail. Actually, at Rockhat, F yourself. I think they're just gonna start be like, yeah, dude, blame the mail. That's it. There'll be like a list on the door when they come in the morning. Blame the mail. It was the dispatcher.
They said it started October 1st, is what they said.
I just want to say,
has anybody noticed?
Sue, here's to
Yes.
Rockhat F yourself. That is so funny, dude.
I love the new name.
Rockhat F yourself. That's so great.
Yes.
It's in the work, Auto Transport at CSI. I really do like Auto Transport at CSI. This is. In some ways, we just don't have the laboratory. We need to get the set dressing and the props on that one. I'm working with an electric vehicle maker in China now. Oh wow, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. Oh, and this is what I wanted to say. The thing is, like, we all know the government can't just pay for everything forever, right? Are we agreed on that?
Yeah.
Okay. And since we know that, and the mail has usually been the U.S. government, right? USPS.
Yeah.
It would make sense at some point that private enterprise is probably going to have to pick up the pieces because the mail, it's kind of like, I don't know. Is there a U.S. government like fax, national fax, where the government pays for you to send a fax and receive a fax? Do we still have U.S. national government fax?
I don't know. That one I don't know.
The answer is we don't. I made it up.
Okay.
But it sounds like something we'd
it wouldn't
have,
surprise
right?
me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely would not surprise me.
Hi, welcome. This is U.S. National Spam. What we've done is we've allocated $1 billion a month to making sure that your U.S. national spam gets to you daily. And that's where Vance and the dispatching comes in, because Vance, here's the good news. Clearly, U.S. national spam is still getting its $1 billion a month.
Are you there?
Oh man, I just had to collect myself. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. It is now 1 o'clock. It is time. Do you know what time it is? Drum roll, everybody. Oh, that's usually for the Well, hey, it is time. It is Larry time. It is time to get the answers. Now, I played Tuesday night, and, let's see. Wait a minute. Can you see that? I don't think you can see that. Where did my screen go? Do we have a screen? Are we still... That's weird. Did we lose Sue? Okay, hang on. We lost Sue. I lost the Zoom. Did she leave the Zoom? All right, let's try this. Let me get Sue back. I think we lost Sue for a second. I started talking about spam and I got submarined. It's okay. We'll bring her back in here. We'll get Sue up in here. And then we're going to do the Larry question. So stick around. Hang on one second. Let me get Sue back up in here. I don't know what happened. Maybe we lost internet connection or something. We're still live. Yeah, we're good. We're still live. Okay. I'm going to share my screen. There we go. Here we go. Okay. Now, Sue will be back any second, I do believe. In fact, let me just message her. Hey, Jay, you ended the meeting. Oh, sent a link. That's weird. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. Get Sue back. I know. Don't you miss her? Right? Isn't it like, it's like, whoa, Sue's not there. The lights are off. I guess they didn't pay their monthly spam bill. Laboratory's third door on the right. Please flush. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're sipping from your ATI mug? That is awesome. You know what, Paul? Seriously? Man, hang on to that mug and that shirt. Because we don't have any more. They're like, that stuff's in really low supply. Okay. I'm going to get Sue back in here eventually. I don't know where she went. Sent a link. I don't think I ended the meeting, but somehow it got ended. Okay, here's what we're going to do. She's got to be here for the questions, though. I don't want to do the questions without her. Let me see what other news I had. I want to do this. Is that I was looking at... Oh, no. Okay, yeah, that's the answer. I knew that was the answer. Oh, okay, you couldn't see that. So, man, it's just... You know, Sue is the one that checks the load boards. So I do need her here. I don't think I dropped her. Somehow she got dropped. Haven't received the link yet. That is crazy. All right, let's try this again. All right, let's send an invite. I don't think this has ever happened. It's kind of like it's like trying to do a show where the host has left. Okay. All right, I sent you the link, Sue. I did. I resent it. It should be coming through to your email. And, okay, so I'm checking my email. Nothing yet. What the heck? Let's do this, Sue. I'm going to share... Yeah, I want you to play the Larry game. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy the invite, and I'm going to text it to you, Sue. There you go. Click on that link. That should work. I don't know why it's not coming through your email. I'm thinking... He's like, check your... We were just talking about U.S. national spam. There she is. Okay, here we go. It's time. We are going to reveal the answers to Are You a Car Shipping Guru? So,
I'm back.
And she's back. All right.
I'm back. It said, okay, just so you know, it said Jay has ended the meeting. So, I don't know what happened.
I don't know. I don't know. Mea culpa. I didn't do it. It was the dispatcher.
Oh, whatever.
It's the guy in the rough shirt.
All right, here we go. Louis Chevrolet left his namesake company to return to his original career as a race car driver, engineer, dentist, or delivery driver.
Wow.
Now,
I
number one, I didn't even know there was a Louis Chevrolet. But let's think about it. Let's go down. Let's take the logical route.
I'm thinking he's either a race car driver or an engineer. That's what I'm thinking.
how would you go from dentist to like car maker? I mean, you could, I guess. Yeah, I picked race car driver.
I'm gonna say race car driver.
Okay, talked about the post office. Now the NSA is screwed. Yeah, it is. I believe it. I'm not even gonna say it because then Edward Snowden, he'll fax me. He'll be like, "Run! Get out of the dispatch office now!" Okay.
Are you?
All right. And the answer is... yeah. Strong.
Race car driver.
Yeah, race car driver. Oh. He was French. French. Fries. Okay. What is the most appropriate carrier pay amount to ship a 2011 Audi S6 from Plano, Texas to Detroit, Michigan? Is it $425, $665, $915, or $1250? It's a used Audi S6. Plano.
Should be $915.
That's what I got too. That's what I got.
I think it's going to come up as $665, but I would say $915.
And just to Plano, that's Dallas-ish, right?
Yes, that's Dallas. It's a little bit north of Dallas, so not a lot though.
Paul says he's a dentist who's been a race car driver so long he can now engineer his own car delivery. Missed delivery there, Paul. Okay. Going once. Going twice. Oh, dang it.
See, I knew it. It was $665.
See,
that's too cheap.
It is.
That's what's on there. That's the problem.
But that's the thing, exactly. And Larry, the transport auto quoter Loma, he's a llama.
Llama.
What the? All right. Well, I mean, he knows his stuff. Alexa, open Quotify. According to the AAA, what is the average monthly cost of owning a new car in 2021? This is a very interesting question.
So,
315, 476, 620, 805. What's the average monthly cost of owning a new car? So I think
this how much you're paying for a payment plus fuel and insurance, you think?
That's the hard part. We don't know what's included. So I'm going to go with 805. Because I know, like, some people's new car payments are insane.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's...
Well done, live chat. 425 if it's M Company. That is awesome.
You have something where he claps. We need a noise of clap.
Great job.
That was excellent.
That was fantastic.
I'm going to go with 620.15 because I think the most average person isn't going to have a car payment that's that high.
Well, no, you're right. Dang it.
Because if we're doing average.
Yeah. Keyword average. That's somebody just said, "Hey, what'd you think of the show?" Keyword average. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I got it.
Oh my God. You guys are right.
Paul Roberts got it too.
Paul said 805 too.
Yeah, nice job, Paul.
That's scary.
I know.
That is scary.
Well, that's why. See, this is why when people are like, yeah, everybody's sitting at home, not working because they got their stimulus payments, I guarantee give it another 6 months and everyone's going to be scrambling because they spent all that money on like Cheetos and chicken wings and TVs. No. This is America. People they're not taking control of their finances. Sheesh. No. Half the country's one video away from going out of business. Somebody's like, what's he talking about?
True.
Not ATI. Okay. What is the most appropriate carrier pay amount to ship a 2019 Ford Escape from Phoenix, Arizona to Spokane, Washington? 535, 710, 800, 925. Going once, going twice. Ford Escape.
I'm gonna say it's either 8 or it's 925.
That's what I said too. Now, given the other one, it's probably 8. But I said 925. Please let it be 925. It should be more.
Should be 925.
It should be more.
It really should.
It should be over 1,000.
Yeah, because Spokane is really off the beaten path. If you know what I mean. So.
Yeah.
Huh.
No,
I'll go with 925. But I bet it's 8.
I'm just checking the audio here. Everyone, can you guys hear everybody okay? Check. All right,
Yes,
here we go.
man.
Let's see
Yeah,
this
okay.
answer.
I'll be picking up at the repo lot. Completely agree.
It is 925. Oh, thank you.
Oh! I got 2.
I got
today.
3 out of 4 here. Right. Paul, Vance, both said 800. Well, the good news is...
It's 925.
925.
But is it really? That's the appropriate carrier, but as we all know, they're probably on there for $500.
Paul's right. It's all uphill, too. You're going to
Ain't
feel
that the truth,
every
brother?
dollar.
Yes. Yes. Fuel just flying out the window.
Oh, man. That'd be crazy. Van says, we are going to be picking up at the dreaded repo lots. Oh, no.
Yes.
Do you have an appointment?
No, he's talking about because of everybody spending money on cars and not paying the bill because they don't have.
Ooh.
That's what I think he's talking about. He's right.
Well done. Somebody knows America.
Uh-huh.
Ding. Okay. Here we go. Last question. On average, what is the width of an SUV? 55, 64, 78, 98 inches. Do I hear 64? I said 64.
It's either 64. I always thought they were around 72, but
I know. It's actually...
Because like if you have a Tahoe or a Yukon or something, it's wider. But then if you have like a Land Rover Evoque, it's narrow. So
here. So let's. I want to go back to
say 78.
And how wide is a lane? Because I forgot that too.
Oh.
Is it 100?
Ugh. You mean like on the road?
Yeah. How wide is the lane on the road? Is it 100 inches? I want to say 102.
Yeah,
I don't know why that's in my mind.
Asked. Let me look.
So it can't. I mean, it can't be 98. Although that's probably the Hummer
12
1.
Foot. It's 12 foot.
12 foot. How many inches is that?
Yeah, that's what it says.
12 times 12.
That
That's 140. Oh wow. That was way off. Okay, so look at it's coming. See, our audience knows this one. It's 78. It has to be. Because everybody's saying it.
We'll see what happens. Oh,
Right,
Fritz is on. Hey, Fritz.
Fritz, thanks, Fritz. Oh, see, Fritz said 102. Interesting. Well, at least we know.
70.
At least we know who our 16 viewers are. Okay. It's 78. I knew everybody knew.
Yay!
That's awesome, you guys.
3 out of 5. I'm not doing too bad then.
And I just want to take this moment to thank everybody for tuning in, saying hello, putting your answers in the live chat. Super cool.
But I wanted it on there before. He's gonna put it up high.
Let's see here. What do we have left? Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh, you know what it is? Here's what we got to do. We forgot this last time. It's time. I once was a dispatcher, but I still have my mug. I don't have these problems anymore, but I remember them well. Let's see what we got. I don't want to read that one. It's just going to make people mad.
Was that one you'd read before?
Yeah, and then, yeah.
Was it
I'm
good
going to read
enough?
this one. We've done this one. I think we've done them all before. Here we go. No,
Okay.
I'm not calling some broker that told you he had cars to move. I already know that when they are making calls to move cars, their rates suck. Don't waste my time, please. Here's the deal. I know it's important. I know. You got to make phone calls. The thing is, when you're a dispatcher, this thing's glued to your face. Okay? So then the time where you're not holding your phone and calling and going crazy, and it's sitting there, and you get a phone call, and it's a broker. Hey, can you move, like, we have a crane moving from the Philippines to Alaska for $200. Can you help us out, buddy? Like, no, and I really wish I hadn't answered the phone. What are the chances that if you call me randomly, that I have a driver that can randomly move that load? And by the way, if I was on that route, I probably already would have seen it, and I skipped it because it doesn't pay enough.
Yeah.
So now I go through I've done this too. Now I've gone through the process where I'm actually explaining to the random broker about this random load. And I'm like, you know what? Here, let's do this. Let's say for kicks, I have a driver on that run. Can you do 500? Oh, gosh, no. Can't do that. And all this stuff. Like, dude, come on. You just called me. You must be. I mean, let's face it. You're desperate. You just called me.
Yes.
You gotta give me something. Come on. Raise it a little. Do me a favor. Nothing? So why did I answer the phone at all? I still don't know. Anybody? Back to you, Sue.
So yesterday there was this guy that had two 2500s out of Dallas going into Atlanta, and he had them listed for 12. I actually got him up to $1,500. Are you shocked? I was freaking shocked out of my gourd.
Wow.
That never happens, does it?
That is you got him to raise 300?
$300.
What tell us more about it, Fritz. Thanks, Fritz.
It was just,
and you can share your screen. We'll do 10 more minutes.
It was just two F-250s out of Dallas going into the Atlanta area. And he listed them for 12, and I called him, and he actually answered on the first ring. Shocker, right? And I said, I can do them both for 15. Will you do that? And he's like, sure, no problem. Tell me your information. I was like, holy shit.
Wow. Now,
yeah, that doesn't happen very often.
Let's go ahead and profile the. Oh, I'm gonna guess this broker is probably been in business a while. Maybe used to be a carrier or still moves vehicles and knows something about being on the road.
No, he was a dealer. He was a dealer. We were bringing it directly to him. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
we were going directly to him.
Oh. Wow.
I was shocked too. That never happened.
Did you write down the name of the dealer?
Well, yeah, I've got it because he's delivering to him. So, yeah.
Call this dealer. Okay, but you know, this is what time. This leads us right into tomorrow, Friday, Cars on the Move. Are you going to start a relationship with this guy? Because can you? Is there anything you can do? Can you bring it? Can you send him donuts?
Well, my driver could bring him donuts when he delivers to him, which would be great.
I'm pretty sure you guys should do that. Pick up some bear claws. Everybody likes a bear claw.
Not me, but we'll go on.
Paul Roberts likes a bear claw.
I like the cream-filled ones or the jelly-filled ones.
Ooh,
personally.
I definitely. Okay, there you go. Have a bear claw. Have a jelly-filled. Get one of them. One of them long chocolate ones, maple bars.
So you just
Let's do
go and you
powdered
get a
sugar.
random box of them, and that way they can decide what they want and just drop
6
them off. But that's a good idea. I should mention that to him.
Dude, he came up $300. Send the dude a bear claw.
Yeah. So Van says, Ready
I was
Logistics
right.
is usually good about their rates.
Yeah, I saw that too. What's
Hmm.
your take on that?
Dispatch.
I mean, first off, they don't. Well, now you can't even get your chicken nugs anymore, so you
Right?
can't even get your $15 extra. But let's see. I would put Ready kind of in the mid
Right.
pile,
Me too. I don't know
meaning
if I
that
put him
they
in.
have average prices.
Yeah.
Average prices for the most part. Sometimes the rates are really, really good if they're struggling with stuff. And when they've called us to take a load before, and it actually worked out to where I would take it. If I've asked for more money, they've given it to me. So
Okay, that's cool.
you
Good.
know,
Yeah,
they're kind of.
maybe
I put them in the
middle
same
upper.
listing with Metro, Ready, and Cars Arrive. Those kind of all I think flow as
'Cause
far as price wise in the same area.
I'm just gonna say it this way: the problem is somebody's got to pay for all the floors in that building.
True.
I mean, I don't know how else to parse it. And we
Well, on top
live.
of it, they're in Arizona.
We live. Here,
gotta be high
here's
there.
what's really interesting, and I know here. So, technology works to get rid of middlemen, right? This is the whole Amazon model. Now you're dealing customer to billionaire, right? No more middlemen. Except for like drivers that, got deliver like 400 boxes a day and stuff. But so as we move into this future of people shortage and technology and whatever, how are you going to continue to pay to continue to add more floors to the building? I don't know the answer. I don't have to. I'm just asking the question. We got a few minutes left here on the comedy show. And Sue, okay, so what are we doing? What do we got to? What problems do we have to fix? What are you staring down the barrel of right now in the dispatching world? What do you got to do?
Well, I mean, I keep getting asked by all the drivers if the rates are going to go up because the gas is going up. And as I tell them every single time, I wish. I mean, brokers do not care. Sorry, they don't. Gas doesn't figure into their bottom line. Obviously, it figures into all the drivers. But I mean, if you guys remember a few years back when the gas rates went up super high, they did start raising the rates, but you still had to keep telling them this is the reason why the rate, like you call and you say, I need this much. And they go, why do you want more money? And you're like, well, because the gas is $4.50 a mile. That's why I need more money. Then some of them will do it. But in general, I hate to say this, they don't care. They really do not care. They're still giving the same prices as far as when they're, giving their customer a price. They're still giving them the same prices, usually from the same, like from a year ago. I've noticed that. I've been paying this for the last 5 years is what I hear a lot. And I'm like, well, I can't help that. I can't do it. These people are not going to do these loads for this rates because, you got gas, you got COVID. I mean, because you're still dealing with COVID out there too. This is a risk to everybody. But you have people that think that because they paid this rate 5 years ago, they're still going to pay this rate. I mean, we all deal with it. How many people ask for more money when they call to get a load? I always do. Because what's it going to hurt? They're going to tell you no. Well, or they may tell you to F off. I don't know. It just depends on who you talk to. So, but I always ask. It doesn't hurt to ask, usually. So
I like that. Well, I agree with everything you said. And you know what else I see is, so I mentioned on the middleman side, let's be fair and go to the other side. One of the things that I've seen on the carrier side is this hope that some of these guys are going to get weeded out. I've been hearing that for years.
You mean like the bad drivers?
Yeah, the bad drivers and the DFs and the
cause all the chaos.
Yeah, like no, that the thing is, and this sucks, but it's true. And that's what we do here on ATI. We specialize in sucks but true. Uh,
Yes.
the carrier world is never going to be weeding out all the DFs and the cheap guys. There will always
No.
be another one. Always. In
Right.
fact, the
One will
skyscraper
replace-
businesses rely on that. They're counting on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
I mean, you may lose one or two, but 5 more are going to replace them. So
Yeah.
they're
Don't-
rolling in and out.
don't wait. Do not wait for the marketplace to clear out. I literally hear it all. It's everywhere. There's this hope and belief that eventually one day, it's kind of like believing that we're going to make America great again.
Yeah.
That is not a political statement, but we're never going
No.
back. Wherever we were,
Right.
we're not going
Yeah.
back. I know it sucks. Again, sucks but true. Live. But
Well,
we're
and-
never going to clear out the DFs. There will always be more. So, yes, run your business
Well-
so that you make money and stay in business. That's what we're focused on. Sue.
Well, and Paul said something about double CD listing. That has been crazy lately. Like, not just double. We're talking 4, 5, 6 brokers listing the same vehicles. And I will tell you something else I've seen. Big brokers listing the same vehicles on here. I'm including Rat in that. I saw Rat list one with another broker today. Same vehicle. So everybody's playing the game where they're calling all these brokers to get different prices, and then the brokers are listing them like they always do, whether they have the contract or not. Although they always say, I have the contract, and you know they don't. When they list it on there and they say, I have the contract, just immediately know they're probably lying. just put it right out there. They probably don't have the contract.
And to add insult to injury, I'm going to dump a lot of salt on that wound. These are the same companies that spend a bunch of money to give awards to each other for a bunch of nonsense. So while you're out there trying to explain that your gas went up,
Mm-hmm.
they're literally like, yeah, he's talking about gas. He's talking about gas. Did I get the award? Yeah. You got the award? Yeah, he's talking about gas. He's talking about gas. Yo, you got that award too? Totally. Let's have a party. He's still talking about gas. What do I do? Oh, just hang up? Put on a
Crazy.
mask and jump right in. This is Auto Transport.
Yep.
What did Paul say? Oh, he had that phone call earlier? No,
Did he?
no, I made that up too.
I had a customer call to move from-
Okay, it is 1:29. Actually,
Yes.
there Chris says, yeah, amen. It really seems
Amen,
like
Jay.
that, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Because it's weird to me how vivid the nightmares still remain of when I was dispatching and the really, really dumb conversations that I had. Like,
It's called
really
PTSD.
dumb. Yeah, I have dispatch PTSD. In fact, that's there. Did you just get a text? Hey, this is car hauling dispatch PTSD. We do it all. It's only 2%. Thank you guys
and we
so
don't
much.
only do inside the state, and we
Oh
will let
my-
you be home every day.
Oh, exactly. Be home every night. We help you love your wife. Right. That's next. Love your wife
Oh, that's
LLC. Oh. Oh my God.
Oh wow.
Did he just?
Oh.
Yeah, he did. This is Dispatching Live. I want to thank everybody that if you emailed me, texted me, put it in the comments, and you got here today and you spent time with us. Thank you so much for doing that. Hopefully, we made your day brighter. We know we didn't help you make more money, but we at least made you smile during the pain. So thank you so much. We do appreciate it.
Yes.
Tomorrow is Cars on the Move with Ty. Actually, we had to move it to 1 o'clock. Next month, we're going to see, we got somebody coming back to Auto Transport Intel. So that's next
Oh, yeah?
month. Yep. So that's pretty cool. Paul Roberts, I don't want to be home. I want to be sitting in Vail Pass. Yeah, Paul loves Colorado. I like Colorado too. I was
I
in
love
Durango
Colorado,
this
too.
summer. Man, Colorado's awesome, man. What'd you say?
It is.
You haven't been?
I said I love it too. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah, and it's
Absolutely.
beautiful. Yeah, no, it is. It's awesome, and it's neat that that's one of the neat things about Kansas, right? As you drive towards Colorado, you start getting that elevation. You see the change in the landscaping, and yeah, it's awesome. It's really, really cool. Fritz loves us. Thank you, Fritz. We love you, man.
Thanks, Fritz.
Right
Yeah.
on. Thank you. That's super
Yeah.
cool. And we do, Sue, we missed you those few minutes, so we're so glad you're back.
Well, if you hadn't shut me off, Jay.
Right? I don't know how that happened. I don't know what happened. Mea culpa. I did not go raw cat on you. I haven't talked to Ernest, but he did email me a few months ago. And I love that. Thanks for connecting me with Ernest. Thank you, Vance. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. All right, we're over time. We gotta go. All right, Sue. How do we end this show?
I think you might copy this because I
Say it.
All right, dispatch office. Let me hear it.
Goodbye.
Sue!
Thanks, everybody. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow on Cars on the Move. Peace out.